Hey everybody, this is Edward Jones back with a new video to add to the series Tools for Urban Preppers. And today I'll be covering entry tools. Entry tools are tools that can be used to get in and out of certain places, whether it be to acquire goods, to acquire certain types of, acquire certain items that are being blocked off by a barrier of some sorts, or to help get someone out of a trap situation. These tools can be used to, get into doors, break locks, get through fences. And I'm just showing you a few that some of the tools that I have. This is a Pry Bar. You can see it has some use. I've actually had to do some repairs using this. You can one of the good things you can do with any tool that you have, you can modify it to meet your needs. This surface is very smooth, so what I did was I got some nylon straps and I wrapped it around and I secured it with some electrical tape. That way I can have a steady surface I can grip around while I'm using this tool. Because I don't want this thing to slip out of my hand and either damage whatever I'm working on or hurt myself. These ends are pretty sharp. They can hurt a person if not used properly. And these I just acquired about a month ago. These are H.K. Porter bolt cutters. These are made in Boston, Massachusetts. These were H.K. Porter. They used to make railroad equipment, and they still do. They also made locomotives, and this is one of the pieces of equipment they made. Bolt cutters are good for busting padlocks, cutting fences, cutting chains. They do have adjustment screws right here. I'll show you up close. There's a screw right here. Well, there's a nut right here and a screw right there. What you do is you can you make proper adjustments for the thickness of whatever material you're going to cut. What it does is it allows you to cut more efficiently, and it keeps you from putting unnecessary wear on your tools. Something you don't want to do, especially in an emergency situation. You don't want to bust your tools up when you don't have to. Now, I'm pretty sure some people may see this as a tutorial to looting, but I assure you it's not. I don't like the act of looting, but I do understand there are situations where you may have to get in and out of places or items in a hurry. And it could also be an emergency situation that's going on. I remember there was a water leak. It was a little more like a water burst in our house, and we had to get into the basement. Well, we weren't able to get the combination in time, so I went inside the house and I got a hammer. I bust the lock off. Now that's just an example of, I had to bust the lock off in order to get to the main water valve to shut the water off to the whole house to keep the water from leaking any further. It caused a lot of damage, but fortunately, I was able to respond to it as fast as I could. But that's just one example of where an entry tool can be used to help you out in certain emergency situations. You can use pry bars to open car doors, open doors to get people trapped out of rooms or buildings. Bolt cutters can be used to get through fences or to get through certain debris that may be in your way. They can be used for cutting chains, depending on the type of cutters you have. I know there are different cutters for different thicknesses of steel and various materials. But entry tools, they do have a place in the urban setting, where in areas where there are a lot of chain link fences. There are a lot of locks. There are a lot of some steel doors, things like that, and you may have to get in and out of certain areas in a hurry. These are good tools to have in your toolbox. But yeah, I just wanted to show you some of these tools I have and show you their applications. I hope you see these kind of rough looking. It took me a while to strip the paint off. They usually powder coat those type of tools for durability. But I may just use some regular spray paint. I don't see it really getting banged up around for where I am. But I want to at least try to have some protection for it against the elements. And like I said, you can't customize your tools. As I said, I wrap some nylon straps around that to make it easier on my hands for use. These are actually very ergonomic. I should move the camera right there. You can see these are curved. They bow in. They don't come in all the way when they close. They do leave some space for a person's hands. As you can see, I can put my hands around them. And as it's closed right now, it wouldn't buck my knuckles. Well, yep, that's my video on another segment on tools for urban preppers. You have any comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. Any complaints, I welcome those too. I just ask you to be civil to others who are watching the video and leaving comments. That's it. I'm Edward Jones, and you have a nice day.